Hey guys, what's up? It's Firefly here, and I'm doing the patch notes, patch 7.5 notes review, and this is going to be discussing what Riot's doing for this upcoming patch, and my analysis and thoughts on it, so let's go. Uh, Greetings, Summoner. Welcome to patch 7.5, the one where we're diving into some long-term problems that have been around for a while. Let's talk about Marksman. While it's true that we've been looking more closely at the Marksman problem in the last couple of weeks, we overstayed ourselves. Apologies for getting everyone's hopes up. We are continuing to hope. Blah blah blah. So basically, they're just saying that they want a 80 carry has a problem, and they're just trying to see how they can fix it. But honestly, it's kind of weird because they're saying that they're seeing so much Varus-Jhin and MF damage, but those are the only good ADCs compared to fucking Jace, LB, and like fucking other like Camille. Like they don't even do it. They're not even close to being as OP as those champions are. So I don't understand what Riot's really saying here. I noticed that like lately, whenever Riot have like a vendetta against ADC, they just got the AD carry. Like whenever the AD carry is released in a patch. So yeah, and it's kind of weird, a little weird, yeah. But they're saying that they buffed updates to Warlord's Bloodlust and Blade of the Ruined King. So they buffed Blade of the Ruined King. There's a bunch of buffs. I saw it. The patch been out for a little while now, and it's kind of interesting to see how everything panned out. So they basically talk about the few champs that have been tearing up in pro play, and basically they're talking about they don't like the diversity overall of the patch notes, and they want to basically diversify the game more and more and more. And then they're looking at other champions like Kindred and Aatrox, because those two are unfortunate. Like Kindred, I remember she was OP for like the first part of the year when she came out, just like Aatrox when he came out in season 3, and Kindred came out in about I think it was season 5, and they were OP for a while in the beginning, and then after they got gutted because their kits was overloaded, and now they got gutted, and now they're just having nothing at the time. So they basically reworked these champions. All right, let's look at Aatrox. Aatrox, They're basically trying to give the Aatrox basically better stacking of the Bloodwell. So when he uses abilities, when Aatrox uses any abilities, oh, this is the mid-patch update. Oh, wow. That already came out now. The mid-patch update is basically a tweak, because basically when they reworked Aatrox, they basically found that Aatrox was too weak to their liking, because they're trying to bring back Aatrox into play. So they basically buffed the base health here, the cooldown on the Dark Flight, which is from 13 to 11 seconds. Alright. And blood price. Interesting. So they buffed the base damages on the overall this, because I remember they lowered this down here in the patch notes. They lowered the Q, or not the Q, the W damage, but they made it no cost. But then they buffed it back up. So that's gonna be interesting to see how it's gonna help Aatrox. So in this, they're just basically talking about Aatrox basically, and wow. We've been a while since we've given the Darkling Blade a patch note. We honestly owe Trix our players an apology. When we have talked about Aatrox, we are typically focusing on a self-healing gameplay to maintain tackling this. Hopefully we'll be comfortable giving Aatrox balance in the future. So they're just trying to put Aatrox in the meta, or at least viable enough, because I know Riot was planning to give Aatrox update in the future, actually. I think in the Diver update, which is supposed to come out at the end of this season. So at the end of season 7, the Diver update. So I think that's when Aatrox is going to be addressed entirely for his kit. So let's see what they're doing. Updated passive Bloodwell. Aatrox fills his Bloodwell through abilities. When he reaches 100%, Bloodwell begins to drain over for 4 seconds, giving him Blood Rush for the duration. Aatrox gains 25% base attack damage and 50% to 50% attack speed during the level. Upon taking fatal damage, Aatrox will revive and recover 30% of his max health. So they're basically just having the Aatrox get to his blow rush a lot quicker with his abilities, because they just had no cost for all of his abilities, and they gave this 30 health, which is like nothing. But it'll be kind of interesting to see someone kill themselves using Aatrox's E, unless they have it prohibited or you can't use it when you're below 30. But that'll be funny. But it basically heals up, because your whole combo now basically heals up 60% of Bloodwell, which is really good. Because before Aatrox would have to auto attack, and when his abilities wouldn't like really stack it up as quickly, they wouldn't stack it up. I don't think they stacked it up. I'm not sure what they used to do previously, but it was basically like Aatrox was in a bad spot. He would just basically go into a fight, be completely useless, and just focus on auto attack. He'd be like a worse version of Tryndamere, die, and then come back up, and he's still useless, and then die again. But then now they're trying to make him have the blood well pass, so that when he goes into a fight, he commits. He's like a cleanup kind of. I would see him as like a cleanup kind of person, where like you wait for the fight, the perfect moment. You go in as Aatrox, you clean everyone up with your blood well, and then your Massacre ulti, and you clean everything up, which would be really good. So I think this is a good step into Aatrox right direction. We might see a little bit more Aatrox play in the future, which will be really nice. Fizz Q ratio up, W bleed duration down, mark duration up, R pickup radius, end of travel distance reduced with fishes could no longer be picked up since Fizz's changes in the assassin update. A lot of his power has been concentrated in Tempt the Waters, landing the sharks spells a briny end for the poor soul that catches the bait, but if misplaced, Fizz can feel less effective than a fish out of water. Rather than continuing to prop up his ult with a bunch of failsafes, so basically like whiffing the ultimate and like fucking you can throw that shit backwards and then you still fucking get hit by that shit. It's honestly fucking disgusting, but yeah. We are kicking the reliability out of that crutches from him under him, and they're just basically saying that blah blah blah, trying to fix Fizz. So what this is doing, basically, they buffed his WQ ratio, which is pretty huge. Fizz Q used to not do as much damage as the other, like his E and his W used to have better damage. You use the Q more just to get as a gap closer, or the initial gap closer, and then use your E to try to land the damage. In most scenarios, a Fizz player will try to do that. But with these changes, you can start using the Q, will have damage, so you can be even, so then the Q has more viability within the sense. And the bleed duration on Trident buff is really nice because you basically, it does the same damage, but it ticks for less MR over time for the whole time, which does more damage as a whole, and the mark duration lasts longer, so I think Fizz is going to be really good, because with this bleed duration, you deal more bleed, and the mark lasts longer, so you can be in a fight, right? You can use your E, for example. Late game, you're like, I think it has like a 5 second and like a 3 or 4 second cooldown as EQ. You can go in with that first initial wave, and then back away, and go back in, and proc your W, try it on, like, let's say, the backline target that you went in on initially, or the 8E, and it's really good, too. Plus, you can use, like, your Chum the Waters as, like, a fucking, you can use it as engage, and then when they're all knocked up with a full max range Chum the Water, you can just go behind to whoever you want, assassinate them because of this long duration Trident combo, I'm saying, going out of him and coming back in. And it basically allows Fizzes basically to have more room to play around with his kit, which is really kind of cancer, honestly. As an AC main, I don't like this. But I think it's needed for Fizz. Kindred, when we updated the jungle camps in the preseason to give each a stronger identity, this left Kindred in awe state, while other junglers have the options clearing camps based on individual strengths. Kindred's passive forces him to fight whatever Wolf March. Kindred hits hardest with the first mark. Kindred has significantly different choices to make if the target is an enemy Raptors instead of a Risk Scuttler. This is given how crucial the state for junglers is. So basically they're just saying that like Kindred right now, when she's trying to get it, her marks have such like there's just so much like there's so many varying like effects and clauses that it's just like you won't be able to like get it consistently, and that's what's making Kindred hard because you won't be able to get your passive marks, and it's like it's either hit or miss for a Kindred player to get their passive marks. And a good Kindred player has to know how to get the marks, but it's still kind of hard when it's like so much variability, and the enemy jungler can clear the camps quickly on their side at early levels in their initial clear. So they buffed the Wolf Mark, which is pretty huge because instead of waiting 70 seconds after having no after jungle marks, you get another one refreshed. And then Wolf's jungle marks jungle con for 3 minutes, so it's going to be a lot more changing, and so you can stack a lot quicker. Rift Scuttler. So first it's going to be Rift Scuttler. So you path the Rift Scuttler, right? Then after you path the Rift Scuttler, you go from Rift Scuttler to secondary. You can go back to Rift Scuttler or Raptors or Cromp, which is really good because they're like objectives that you can evade, and they're on more like towards like the side in the middle. They're not like the bigger buffs that the enemy jungle will be fighting harder for, and you just need to secure the initial like Krugs or whatever. And since there's no more bonus like in the last season, like on the Smite, this makes it like easier for Kindred because the jungler shouldn't be pathing as much towards it. Even if you're trying to deny Kindred, it's going to waste your jungle time clear out as the enemy jungler, so it's going to help Kindred get those marks consistently and not be useless. Rift Scuttler, and after that it goes Red Bumbleback, Blue Sentinel, Ancient Krugs, and Merc Wolves. Interesting. Is it just the one Asian club or the big Asian club, and then the one that has the smaller ones, you just can just leave? Interesting. So this is a good for a Skinner player because he can just start a snowball, get 4 stacks, start the snowball, and then invade, and then look for fights and then pick it up. I like this change because this gives Kindred so much more viability because before she was never played. Although her ulti is cancer. Like, they're just cancer. This whole game's cancer, but whatever. Alright. LB. W reduced damage. Q deals more damage to minions. LB is one of the strongest champions in the patch right now. But basically, she's fucking busted. That's all you really need to know. She one-shots everything. So, let's see what they did to her. Q Shatter Orb. Damage to minions, 40% to 80%. So, they basically buff the very clear. Okay. So, she's very strong, but then you buff her more. Alright. Wow. But her W got destroyed. What the fuck? They literally just fucking took the W, gutted it, cut it in half, destroyed the ratio on. This is gonna be useless, but ability is useless. There's no point in putting points into this shit anymore. It's like completely garbage. You're gonna probably put points in like either max second or third now. This can actually hurt LB a lot. Actually, right now, at the time of me making this video in Korea, she went down 8% in win rate. I think she was like 53%. Now she's like on the bottom. I think she's like one of the worst champions in Korea right now. So, I think Riot overhit her too hard. Just like casted nerf. It's kind of like, what the fuck's the point of this shit? It's kind of like interesting overall. Whatever. Oh, Lucian buffs. I used to play Lucian a lot last year when she was meta. Got me straight to plat with that champion. Pretty nice. Despite his buffs, at the start of the year, Lucian's been shit, obviously. Wait, they buffed Lucian at the beginning of the year. Oh, those shitty buffs to his fucking Light Slinger. A couple patches ago, they did like a Light Slinger buff, where if you Light Sling, use your Light Slinger, and they did a small like 10 extra damage to Q, and I thought I'll bring back Lucian to the meta, or fix his problems. I don't know, just Riot things. But anyway, so basically the cast line scale, it helps. Because what this basically does, like when you're playing Lucian, the whole point of it is animation cancel. If you don't get your animation cancel, a good Lucian, a shitty Lucian, and average Lucian are all different by the animation cancel of the Q. This helps especially for higher level Lucian players because they can do their combo quicker, which allows Lucian to have stack up fervor quicker, deal more damage in a fight. Because you do your combo and then after you can go to call and then you can go back up into your combo and it comes back up. Gives you more damage overall. This upplates DPS and it makes it easier to do the automation cancel, which can help. Quality of life buff, but you're not gonna see Lucian in meta anytime soon, and he needs a lot of help. Alright, MF. Oh, they're talking about addressing her. Though MF hasn't reached Jhin level or Varus level prominence, she's still oppressive. When Q takes your health bar away. Yeah. It's bonkers. Woo! Bonkers. Ugh. It's so stupid. Bella first has to not kill the target unit to hit hard earlier on. So they basically just nerfed her fucking Q, and they nerfed her, just destroyed her. Yeah, because this crit is useless now. They added this new thing called Real Crit, but the bounce is now critically strike and always critically strike on the first target, damages affected by crit multipliers. That's so bad. That is so bad. Well, they just like gutted her, kind of. Her Q is nothing. I remember I was playing against MF support and she Q'd me and did like no damage at all. Honestly, I don't know why they're nerfing her. MF, like 80 carries bad and they're just nerfing them for no reason. Then there's like fucking Jace, OP top laners, and then they're like, Riot's just like, oh, we just didn't want to touch them because we don't ruin their integrity of their kit, but they're gonna nerf 80 carries. I don't know what's going on there. I think they need to check out their balance team, because this is retarded. Straight up. Why are they... I don't know. This right here just pisses me off. Just I don't want to know. W. So they're just going to affect his early clear and his early skirmishing potential with this, basically. Lower the base damages and the great health control. Rise. Rise has been constant. Oh, Rise. I love this champion. Gets reworked every year, man. Fucking good shit. Good shit. Good shit. This time we're aiming to reduce the reliability at setting up ganks. So they're gonna nerf his root in prison. Okay. I know in high elo, I know that like in plat, when I'm plat elo and low diamond, I don't really see Rise as much. that much, but I know in higher elo he's busted, and in competitive play he's fucking really good. So let's see what they did to him. Oh, they lowered his base root duration and his E-flux. Oh, wow. And right now, actually, Rise went down dramatically. His win rate went down because your E does 3.4 seconds, 2.5 seconds, so it actually was pretty big to Rise. He's actually in a low win rate. He's low like LB. They destroyed the mid lane meta, basically, now. So it's interesting to see, like, they're, like, basically the meta is like a huge meta shift. So I don't really know what Rise trying to do with this. But, yeah. It's going to be kind of interesting to see, like, how this will go. Okay. Varus. Okay, Q damage is less when fully charged, has a longer base cooldown, but the Q is partially refunded to Q that ain't attack. Oh, this gutted Varus, actually. I tried playing Varus. He's honestly, like, horrible now. Like, he's still okay in some regards, but, like, lethality Varus is dead. I'm gonna be real with you. And plus, the DF T-nerves, which I'll cover later, destroyed his lethality Varus. Honestly, Varus is still okay. It can still work. So she still is viable. But now, with the 20-second Q at level 1, I remember the level 1 skirmish, I Q'd, and then after I couldn't Q, and then my Q came up, like, by the time the enemy went back to their fucking red buff. Like, that shit's fucking destroyed. And then they nerfed the AD ratio on it. And then the piercing arrow cooldown is reduced by 4 seconds if you get blight, so it returns back to its old, but the old cooldown was still really long. So 20 seconds is just the end of Varus. Which is kind of sad, because I actually enjoyed Varus, but I didn't play him a lot, though. He's my least played AD, but whatever. Along with your sweet new skin, Zyra is sporting a breathtaking... Woo! Woo! Riot's doing it. At least they're giving a warning. At least they're giving a warning to people not picking Zyra. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's cute. Items. Blade of the Ruined King. When evaluating items, we want to make sure that each has its own important role to play in an item system as a whole. Blade of the Ruined King has filled a number of roles over time. A dueling spike, a kite enabler, tank buster, to name a few. In recent years, we introduced new items, filling the need of one of the others, meaning former Blader user has no better options. Blade no longer covers bases. So basically, they're just trying to bring back Blade into the game. They lower the cost, they buff the AD, attack speed, and the bad lifesteal. This whole thing's pretty good. The attack and the damage trade-off, speed trade-off, and attack damage makes up for itself, so it's kind of like a tweak. But then, the lifesteal is actually really big. Plus, the AD bonus helps a lot to the lifesteal. And I actually used it today as without a Vayne. It was really fucking good. It felt really, really satisfactory, honestly. It feels really good. And it looks pretty good, too. I remember when I looked on Kalista came back actually in the meta. She's actually coming back now. She has a 53% win rate, but she has a low pick rate, probably like 3% pick rate. But she's still getting picked now more. So I think right now in this patch, Boturk's gonna be good. A lot of Boturk 80 carries. It helps a lot of both paths like Ezreal. It does hurt some more attacking or relying ADs, but the trade-off's there. And honestly, it's gonna be interesting to see because these some ADs are like kind of back now because of this Boturk nerf. Big bot lane meta shift overall. Edge of Night. Shield duration decreased. We mentioned that last patch, Edge of Night, blah, blah, blah. Hotfix. Oh, that hotfix. I remember they fucking hotfix Edge of Night. I go into the fucking game. I'm like, yo, I told my friend, like, oh, yo, they're hotfixing Edge of Night. He's like, oh, they hotfixed it already. And I'm like, wait, what? And I fucking, like, I didn't even notice it. Like, they didn't even nerf this item at all. This item's fucking disgusting. Shield duration, 10 seconds to 5 seconds. Attack damage lowered. All this does is basically, like, just make you want to know, like, if you know when to use Edge of Night and how to use Edge of Night. Basically, it's just saying, if you practice Edge of Night and get used to it, you know when to time it perfectly so that this doesn't really affect you that much at all. This is not, like, that, this is not that bad. Just a 5 second longer deal duration. This is from the Street from Line 5. But the damage, nothing. 5 damage is nothing. And the fucking 15%, 15 more is, like, whatever. So, yeah. Just a reminder, Stormward Pack. Bond of Stone replaces Stormward Pack. Allies heal when attacking enemies you've marked with speed impairing effects. So they're basically saying, so they basically made this new Bond of Stone Mastery. So overall what it does is it gives you 5% maximum health, and every time you're in a fucking fight, you get, and use an ability, your allies can heal off of it. So if you get like a fucking Olaf, you get fucking Tamkinch, there's a bunch of max health chance, you give your allies health, which is really nice. It's really good too. So, Bond of Stone is dead. Rip Bond of Stone, 2015, to the grave. Alright. Deathfire Touch. As far as bot lane goes, Deathfire Touch is meant for marksmen, blah blah blah. Basically, they're destroying Jhin and DMFers even more. They're destroying their keystone. So basically, these guys are all getting gutted. That's basically what they're saying. They're saying, fuck you. Fuck you. We don't want Deathfire touching the bot lane anymore. Fuck you. For 15% bonus ratio is actually big. I remember in one game, they were all fucking low in health, and when I was going to Baron Pit, and I fucking ultied, hit one, right? Then I hit the other ulti on 2 of them, and the one that looks like it was about to die, I thought the DFT would kill, but it didn't kill at all. Then I flashed into auto attack with the other one who's running away. Didn't kill that one. He's about to die, but then died DFT, and the other one killed me. So this actually is kind of big. This whole fucking thing is just depressing. So yeah. Warlord's Bloodlust is now an energized effect. Oh, this is so fucking underratedly good. This is OP. Like, basically, you just fucking move around, and then now, like, when you move around, it's like a static shift, and then when you auto attack, it gives movement speed and for 0.5 seconds and lifesteal. I love it when it's not as noticeable, but it's so good for trading, because you can auto attack somebody and then run away so they can't response trade. You auto and then run away and then they can't response trade. You're just gonna auto attack, back away, auto attack. You can queue up to the range, by the time they try to auto attack you, you just run away. And it's just so fucking good. It honestly is like so good. So fucking good. And at late games, sometimes I'll be playing Vayne, and with one lifesteal item plus this, I'll be low on health, and I'll attack somebody, and then I late game, and then I'll fucking get 300 health back with this, or 600 health back, and it's so fucking busted for late game team fights. And I think that Vayne's actually secretly OP with this. I think that I'm calling it. I think that Draven's good with this. I think Vayne's good with this, and I think that these guys are gonna get fucking busted with this shit, because this is honestly really, really good. Oh, fucking thank the God. They're fucking nerfing Exhaust. Holy shit, I'm so happy. Are assassins bursting your team hard in team fights? Is Kennen destroying your team? Then we got a summoner spell for you, Exhaust! Yeah! Fucking Riot. Basically, they're just saying that they're reducing the attack speed reduction, no longer reduces attack speed by 30%, and resistance shred is going down from armor and MR, magic resist. Alright. So basically, they're gonna just fucking, they took some of it off, thank God. I actually played with it. It feels less oppressing. You still get the reduction, but it's not as bad as before. I think it's a little bit okay. It's still good, because against certain assassins or people, there's like no counterplay. So this helps. Alright. Recall animations, who gives a fuck? Sizing, who gives a fuck? Tooltips, cute. Updating tooltips. Visual clarity. This is nice. This is nice. Elite client update. What is this? The Q update. Huh. Let's click into this Q update. And some new Dragon Sorceress. If you want to get your Sorceress and Dragon Slayer skins, fucking Zyra and Xin Zhao, don't play them in rank. That's the warning, just like Raya said. Don't play them in rank. And yeah, just test them out. It looks pretty cool. I like the Zyra one. What does this update mean? Q health comes into patch. Oh, so they're actually going to talk about the Q health. We will be removing... Oh, so this is just from fucking when they reviewed... Oh, they're just talking about when they reviewed the Q health. Interesting. So they got to fix Flex Q, but they already... That 4Q, I think, honestly, I don't think it's helping the game that much. But the ranked solo duo Q thing's gonna be really nice to see, because it's good that it's kind of working now, because I remember before last year, the Dynamic Q was fucking cancer. Rank Flex. I don't even know. I don't know. this is just like, I guess the Ford crowd is so stupid because sometimes I can't play with my friends. But Riot has this is Riot's idea of fixing it. So, all right, that's for patch notes. All right, guys, peace.